Welcome to Teaching Truth. If you've ever taken a sightseeing cruise from Westminster Pier along the River Thames, you'll have seen some interesting and recognisable sights. For example, you'll have seen the Tower of London. In the distance, you'll have seen the dome of St Paul's Cathedral, and you'll also have passed under Tower Bridge and perhaps also gone as far as the Thames Barrier. But if you've ever rounded the Greenwich Peninsula, you'll have seen a large dome-shaped building. A large dome-shaped building which housed a major exhibition celebrating the commencement of the third millennium. I'm referring, of course, to the Millennium Dome. Originally built to house the Millennium Experience, a government-backed exhibition celebrating the start of the 21st century, the dome in its early stages was regarded as a bit of a white elephant and was doomed to fail. In fact, the project and the exhibition were highly contentious and attracted barely half of the 12 million customers its sponsors forecasted. The Millennium Dome or the Millennium Doom? You decide. Well, I don't want to take you to the Millennium Dome on the Greenwich Peninsula in our reflections this week. But I do want to take you to what we might describe as the Millennium Doom in Revelation 20. For the reality is that for those who know not Jesus, it will be the Millennium Doom for them, as we'll discover in our reflections this week. And for our opening reflection today, I want simply to lay out, as it were, the setting of the Millennium Doom, the setting of the 1,000 years that are recorded for us in Revelation 20. Let's read the first 3 verses of Revelation 20 to set the scene. John on the Isle of Patmos, as he sees the vision, writes these words: "And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven, having the key to the abyss and holding in his hand a great chain. He seized the dragon, that ancient serpent who is the devil or Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. He threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him, to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were ended. After that, he must be set free for a short time." 1,000 years. Now, this chapter in Revelation 20, has been surrounded by controversy for a long time. The controversy concerns the 1,000-year period that we call the millennium. And there are 3 dominant views concerning the nature of the millennium. There's post-millennialism, and that view says that the world will get better and better. This was a very popular view until World War II took place. Well, we can only look round and see that the world is getting not better and better, but worse and worse. Post-millennialism. Then there's amillennialism, and there are several variations of this view, and one dominant variation is that there is no literal millennial kingdom. Many who hold this view believe that Satan is bound right now. Amillennialism. But then there is premillennialism, and this view holds that humanity will continue to degenerate. The world will go through a literal tribulation Jesus will return, defeat the Antichrist, and establish a literal kingdom on the earth and reign here for 1,000 years. And to me, that seems the view that is expressed in Revelation 20, pre-millennialism. Now you might well ask, well, why is there even a need for a millennium for 1,000 years? Well, the millennium will allow the Lord to accomplish some much needed goals. Among other things, it will allow the Lord to fulfill his Old Testament promise of a kingdom to Israel, to put Jesus in all his glory on public display, to answer the prayer, thy kingdom come, to fulfill the promise that the saints will reign, and to give man one final test under the sovereign rule of the Lord Jesus Christ. And there will be many things that will be a reality in this 1,000-year period. For example, there will be peace, all wars will cease. There will be joy, the king's subjects will be happy. There will be holiness, this kingdom will be a holy kingdom. There will be glory, the kingdom will also be a glorious kingdom. There will be comfort, Jesus will fully minister to every need. Justice will be there. Perfect justice will be administered to every individual. Sickness will be removed. The king will be a healer. Sickness and death will vanish from the earth. All deformity will be healed. There will be no social, political, racial, or religious oppression in that time, and much more besides. Just a few glories of that future kingdom that will come in the 1,000 years. And in those 3 verses that we read, what do we see? Well, we see a heavenly intervention, an angel descending from heaven and laying hold on the devil. That means to have power over, to be one's master. This angel is empowered by heaven to be the devil's master. He literally grabs Satan, as it were, by the neck and binds him with a strong chain that will remain on him for 1,000 years. He's called the dragon, the serpent, the devil, Satan. And as a dragon, Satan is looking for those who he might swallow up, whom he might devour. As a serpent, he's seeking those who he might deceive. And as the devil, as the false accuser, he's looking for someone to defame. But one day, Satan will get what is coming to him. A heavenly intervention, but also a heavenly incarceration. This angel removes the devil from the earth for 1,000 years. Imagine a world with no devil in it. It will almost be like heaven. No one will set traps for us to fall into. A world without the devil will be a wonderful place. And we're told that he will go to the abyss, to the bottomless pit. That's what that word means, the bottomless pit. And that bottomless pit is like an ancient prison where certain demon spirits are incarcerated by the Lord. It'll be even worse than Alcatraz. Satan will be confined to this prison, not for 10 years, not for 100 years, but for 1,000 years. There will be a heavenly intervention, and there will also be a heavenly incarceration. 1,000 years, the setting. Join me tomorrow in Teaching Truth as we look further at the 1,000 years and the saints in those 1,000 years.